have you found yourself in some sort of disagreement and one of you quote me?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Really? This
He
is
does have to quote you. Well, because I mean, and it's just the financial stuff, right? And I think sometimes I, like, that's what I worry about, right? Because the gym has really struggled up until this point. Like it's gotten way, way better, but I, that is definitely where my mind's at. And so sometimes he has to remind me of the value that it brings rather than just the dollars. So that's probably the one thing.
And so something that I feel like you has really helped us with is seeing the value of investing in our current members, current equipment, spending money up front so that we get more on the back end. With Shannon being more financially minded, she considers that and worries about that a lot more than I do. I'm more of, hey, I need something, I'm gonna go out and buy it right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think it's a good balance. Yeah, like you said, it hasn't been like an argument. I think it's just we balance each other, and sometimes we have to talk through what the real intent or need is.
Actually, here's a good example. When I first reached out to you about Affiliate U, the upfront investment is a large one for us. But I knew if I could get Shannon on board, I can get my, Lydia, my previous partner, on board, and her husband. And so having her on that initial call with you actually really helped to understand the value of spending that money up front to invest in the program and in us.
Yeah, I remember the initial call, and you guys were a unique scenario where I did speak to both of you, but at the time you had a 50-50 partner with Lydia and her husband, which I definitely want to talk about. But I think it is a challenge for someone more financially driven. And I think potentially that's why I was successful, is because I always looked at, like, is this best for the business, not my bank account?
Mhm.
But you do have to remove some emotion, like those shorts, for example. You're right. Like, you have 30 pair. Do you need another one? Right. And that's just a funny example, but a lot of box owners, oh, somebody mentioned we need another skier. I'm like, well, when was the last time you used the one you have? Or are you going to get 6, or are you going to have 2? And no one uses them because you don't program them. So I think you do have to find that balance of, yes, we need to be proactive, and it takes spending money to make more money, but we can't be, completely ridiculous with it and not think it through.